In a move that will likely turn the internet as we know it upside down, a federal judge has ruled that Google's search engine is in fact an illegal monopoly. Google blasting the ruling, saying, quote, "This decision recognizes that Google offers the best search engine, but concludes that we shouldn't be allowed to make it easily available."
But this isn't the first time the tech giant's been hit with legal action against their growing monopoly. A bipartisan coalition of 53 attorneys general announced a $700 million settlement with Google back in December. Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird led that charge, and she joins us now. Attorney General, good to see you. Let's talk about what's happening here with regard to Google. We have a situation where we have a lawsuit. You've won that lawsuit. Google has now promised to to appeal that decision. Where does the case stand, and what are the odds of their success on appeal?
Well, right now we have a big victory with a federal judge telling Google they have to stop their monopoly. So it's a big victory. The next stage in this proceeding will be for the judge to figure out a remedy, or what Google has to do to fix it, to stop their monopoly and make sure there's competition. That's the next stage.
Has Google done anything to change its stranglehold on this part of the tech world that you're aware of, AG?
No, we haven't. We haven't seen them do anything. And in fact, they have even been paying to have their search engine be the one that is used as the default search engine that people have to use. So very much a monopoly here. We're talking 90 and 95%, very high monopoly. And that's what we do as state AGs. We go in there and we hold monopolies. We take them to court and we hold them accountable.
And so not only do they have a vast majority of the searches that are done in the country, but they're very partisan. You don't get actually a fair search. They actually have a far left-leaning bias. But I want to get your take on this, because you're also leading a letter with 19 other attorneys generals accusing Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen of fear-mongering and defending discriminatory debanking. Attorney General, this is a huge issue. If you can't bank in America because the left doesn't like your business or doesn't like you, and they don't let you bank, you're snot out of luck, because you can't do business. You can't write checks. You can't deposit money. And so this is a way that the liberals have gone after their political enemies by kicking them out of the banking system. Where does this case stand, or this letter stand?
Well, you are exactly right. And woke politics has no place in banking. Banks should not debank someone because of their religious views or political views. That's absolutely wrong. And the Biden-Harris administration is wrong to come out against state laws that protect folks in our states from those debanking practices based on politics. I just say, get the politics out of banking, make it about sound finances, and we'll be fine. But it's yet another tool the radical left is doing to take things away from Americans that we all depend on, like using a bank.
Attorney General, though, is it difficult to even get to the root of what these banks are up to, the investigation of debanking practices? Or it's usually not systemic. It's usually very carefully done so they don't get caught. And there have been instances, even with large banks, getting caught doing it for not-for-profit organizations that they found to be questionable.
Right. And you know it's come to a bad state of affairs when somebody like Sam Brownback,
right,
a well-respected political leader, he got debanked. And the banks often don't give a real reason, or they give conflicting reasons. It makes it difficult to get to the bottom of why someone like Sam Brownback's organization would be debanked. But as a state attorney general, we can get to the bottom of some of those things. And just as far as Iowa goes, anybody who's debanked here, I want them to call my office or call your local attorney general in your state and ask them to get to the bottom of it, because people deserve to be treated better under the laws. We want to see what's going on here and expose it.
Oftentimes, liberal regulators put pressure on these banks, and they use reputational risk, the all-encompassing risk that allows the banks to go after, again, people they disagree with politically. Attorney General Brenna Bird, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.